Today's review is brought to you by risingblind.com. Today's product is a mobile stand to help increase the result of document scanning. Those with visual impairments use apps such as Seeing AI, KNFB Reader, SayText, or Prism Scanner. Now, without a contraption like this, the problem becomes the ability for a person to position the phone at the optimum height, the optimum XY axis coordinate, in order to capture the greatest amount of content on a document. Not everyone has such spatial positioning in order to get yield the best result every time. That becomes a major problem. This stand is intended to solve that problem by fixing the mobile device in a position that captures the content, or as much as possible. Now, this is this is brand new, sealed, in a 4x8 or so inch dimension package. Now, we're going to assemble this and do some demonstration. Okay. I'm going to cut the package down the side here. Ooh. All right. Remove the contents from the packaging. Pretty tight. Okay. That was just the outer shell. Now here's the Ziploc pouch it's in. Zip it. Put this aside. We're going to remove the contents carefully in case there's small pieces. And there may be. Alright, there is. Here's a small, piece of double-sided tape. This will come in handy later. We'll put that aside for now. Alright, so we have here 1 piece, 2 piece, and 3 pieces. This first piece here is going to be the backbone of the device. It has 4 prongs, metal prongs here. That needs to be at a 90-degree angle to the corrugated plastic. Now we're going to lay this down flat on the surface with the 4 prongs sticking directly up. Now, this corrugated plastic board that has nothing on it except for some print there and this clean side, this is going to serve as the bottom of the contraption. We're going to insert this down. As you may see or feel, there are holes at the ends of this board. Because it's corrugated, it naturally has holes that go all the way through the board itself. We're not going to need that entire length. So we're going to line the holes on the left end and the right end into the metal prongs on one end of the backbone. Now, take some maneuvering. Let's see, maybe this side will serve better. Oh my. All right, let's see. we go. Oh, that's too wide already. You see, there's that thin end and it gets a little too wide. So I'm going to find a second slot for it. All right. Now let's slide it down. Push it down. It's kind of uneven. I don't quite like that. So I'm going to remove it, lifting it up. And so I'm going to use the second slot here. Here's the first. Here's the second. First. Oh, come on. First, second. It is already second. Oh, nope. This is just me being picky, yeah, by the way. Just for the alignment. I'm admittedly a sort of a perfectionist. Most who would be assembling this may not be so precise. I've lifted it up and pushing it more in with my palms. All right. So now it's not crooked. Well, it's as straight as possible. Okay. Now this middle section is a little tricky. It has here bars in the middle, 2 bars on each side. It also has a shape within the middle and a corresponding concave shape. Now this is a convex shape and it fits into the concave shape. On the back of it, it has a fairly flat side except for there are rectangular holes cut out too. Here's the bar side, and here's the rectangular cutout side. Right in the middle of the rectangle are indentations in the board. There's 3, 1, 2, 3 on each of the bars, if you will, of the rectangle. That will need to bend in order to form a large triangle. So to bend it, I'm going to grip the bar in the back, or here, I'll grip the bar. I'll turn it so the camera can see. Okay. Here, and I'm going to turn it again so you can see where it bends. It bends right here in the middle of the rectangles. We'll pull it. There, it's bending. We're going to bend it some more. Now, we're going to fit the concave into the convex, or rather the convex into the concave shape by lifting it out a little bit, the convex, so that it slides right over the concave side. I'm going to push it in. I'll take both my palms at the end, pushing it in. Now, I could fit the concave into the convex so that it fits like a puzzle. Just like a puzzle piece. Now, here's the triangle. It's, I'm since forgotten my different triangles. But here's the longer slope. Here's the longer slope of the triangle. Here's the shorter slope of the triangle. And here's the side of the triangle. Now, it will need to sit this way, the flat side top. Here. You see where the the puzzle pieces fit. This will be the bottom, so it faces down this way. The short side will go down onto these two prongs, but it will be going down this way with the puzzle piece side sloping down. The point of this piece will be vertical, up, pointing directly up. The shorter leg of the triangle, this is the right triangle. It is a right triangle. The short side of the leg will sit directly down onto the backbone. That's what I call it. The pegs, the two prongs, will be sliding down through these slots here. This slot on this side, this slot on that side. Now, for verbal description, the short leg, not the sloping side, but the flat side, the longer leg of the triangle, where the two rectangles bend on the left side of that and the right side of that side, have holes because of the corrugated nature of this material. Well, built. So the peg, the prong, the left and the right prong will fit right into the holes on each side of the piece. Jog it a little bit so it slide in. It's new, so it just needs to break in. Does it work? It's not really breaking though. Uh-oh. I didn't like that. Didn't like that one bit. 1 second. Oh, come on. Okay, there it is. Hole right there. Okay, so that's in. Now we're going to do the other side. There, that's in as well. Now, this right triangle has the long leg going vertical, the short leg going horizontal to the backbone that's sitting flat on the surface of your work area. The hypotenuse is the long side that has the puzzle pieces fit together, both sides, both ends. Now I'm going to push it down from the top so that it will slide down firmly, seated onto the device. Now, it looks like that. This is with the backbone horizontal to the surface. There's the board piece. There's the right triangle piece. On my perspective, the board piece is to the right and the right triangle piece is on the left. Set it back down to the surface. Now I'm going to turn it so that the board piece is on the bottom, sitting horizontal on the surface, and the hypotenuse right triangle, the right triangle is on top. Now the surface, the top surface here is where the mobile device is going to sit, right here. The bottom piece here is where the document will be placed. Now, these slots here at the end of the triangle, the right triangle, there's two slots. You might try and aim the camera so that it can view between those slots and view the document. Or maybe better to stick the camera further out, maybe an inch out of the triangle when you're placing it, for it to have the best result. Now, so this is the document scanner. I don't have another phone to demonstrate it, to actually demonstrate it for you. So the features is fairly simple. Where was that double-sided tape? And all my, this seems to have slipped away. But with the double-sided tape, if you would place it here, abouts, I guess, would help to keep the device steady and not slip. But if you just leave it, if you have, say, a silicone case on your device, then it will likely not slip. There it is. The viewers might have just seen it all along. All right, so I'm going to place this tape on the surface. A little hard to remove this piece of plastic here. There. Oh, I did not intend this video to be so long. Well, you get the idea. There it is. So I'm gonna guesstimate. I don't have no formula. I'm just gonna guesstimate and place it about mid-center, right here, right at the center. Well, took me a little long, because I like to be fairly precise. Okay, slide it down. Now it is fairly even. Maybe on this side is a little smaller by 1/2 inch, but I'm not gonna quibble about that. Now I'm gonna lift the top piece here. And it's not as sticky because it's not intended to affix the device permanently. It's just to keep it from sliding all about. So I would say this is approximately 10 to 12 inches tall. I don't have a ruler here to give you precise measurements. 4 inches wide and a fairly long enough platform for larger phones such as the iPhone Plus and the larger Galaxies. Now, this is a great device when used to read mail, such as this document here. And like I said, I don't quite have another phone to demonstrate. So what I would do is I would place it down right here. And the device will begin reading immediately if I'm using Seeing AI. If I'm using KNFB, I will still need to flick over to capture the document and then be able to read it. Now, the con for this is that it can't fold. There are other competitors that claim to fold, to be able to fold, and be much more portable. This seems to be a fixed stationary contraption once it's put together. Sure, you can remove the boards and the triangle, but it's a bit tedious to do so. But if you have a workspace that's fairly permanent, that you can put this down and maybe tape it down with some tape, and have a second device that's always on, you'll effectively have an always-on document scanning situation. Now, if this will greatly enhance my routine, the previous way of doing it would have to go to a software such as OpenBook or Kurzweil scan systems and do a scan, which the whole operation would take a traditional flatbed Canon Kino scanner, take about 10 to 15 seconds, even more, all said and done, because it still needs to process the optical character recognition. Now, one might argue that the Pearl and or the Hovercam can definitely instantaneously capture, but it's still going to not be as fast as instant short text using Seeing AI. You still have to press a button, it will still capture, it will still conduct the OCR. It is not as real time as using Seeing AI coupled with this contraption. The efficiency will greatly be enhanced coupled with this device or any similar devices such as that. If I were to improve this specific device, I would like to somehow find a way to make it collapsible and have it be on the go. But there are other competitive devices out there that can do just that. That would be one of the inconveniences for sure with this. This is fairly stationary, and it's a bit clumsy or so to lug around. It's light. It's really light. It doesn't fit too well in a backpack in its current form, but those that can collapse will definitely be portable. Now, again, it's only downfall. Oh, it's a little cricket here. I will have to fix it off camera. But its only downfall, in my opinion, is that it's not collapsible, it's not foldable, so it's not as portable as it seems to be. There are other devices that are wider, contraptions that are wider, that can accommodate an iPad or other tablets. This is not designed for that. This is designed for mobile phones. Okay, this is the document scanner contraption. It doesn't actually scan documents, but it will greatly enhance a person's efficiency for scanning loads and loads of documents, such as a pile of mail a month old that hasn't been sorted through yet. Oh, those bills.